Hey guys, it's the Deepwoken LoreGod. One of the most interesting things about Deepwoken and its core concept is the depths. These depths have many layers to them, possibly reaching up to 9. This Deepwoken concept has been inspired by Made in Abyss and Dante's Inferno. In Dante's Inferno, hell has 9 whole circles or layers, with every layer having their own properties and environment. While Deepwoken has a similar concept, the layers of the depths are not exactly what they are in Dante's Inferno. The third layer has already been partially revealed to us, and is currently the most anticipated next big Deepwoken update, second to Ironsing and a new Luminant. The name of the third layer is the Vents, and we have been told that this layer has a fiery environment and is completely up in flames. The drowned god of this layer is Corilfiend, which is the drowned god of flame, charm, and fire, so naturally this layer will revolve around fire mostly. Apart from this information, little is known about the third layer itself, and nothing at all is known about the deeper layers. So what could the third layer actually be like? What would the player have to do, and what could be the map of the third layer? Will there be a deeper floor? And which boss would you have to fight? Okay, let's look at the facts for a second. The third layer will be completely covered in flames, meaning the surviving mechanic will be all about cooling down, contrary to the eternal gale where you have to heat your body up with lamps to prevent parasites from eating you. The way to survive might be to use something similar to the lamps that perhaps another powerful faction like the Ignition Union might be down there. The monsters that we will face in the third layer are unknown. Many players would probably think that they will be flame-related, which might be true. But in the second layer, none of the basic mobs we fight are really gale-related. The Bonekeeper is made of bones and uses bone powers. The Bounders are just oversized pit bulls. The Kiersguards use Frost Draw, and Chaser is completely unrelated to Gale and uses Hemocast. Maybe the third layer's entities will use lava or ash casting, if that even will be a thing. The devs never fail to surprise us with what they create. The boss in the third layer would probably not be a Scion, since Corilfiend probably has no use for one. We definitely won't be able to fight Corilfiend himself, since he is a drowned god. The boss definitely will not be Amorous Pleaksty, because the developers have confirmed it and said that he is chill. Maybe the boss would be some sort of huge monster similar to a Scion. Since Amorous has been last seen around the third layer, it is safe to say that he will be possibly assisting the player in surviving or beating the boss, or he will just be a cool Easter egg you can find. The gameplay of the third layer would probably be too boring if it's too similar to the second. Hopefully the gameplay will be changed a little, since just walking around and beating the boss like you do in the second layer would probably be boring as hell. Maybe you guys can suggest what the third layer's gameplay should be like in the comments. Next, the third's layer structure is a very important thing. It is confirmed that the third layer has a palace and a garden dedicated to Corilfiend, where Amorous ate the meteor flower in. The player obviously will not be able to become a Deepwoken like Pleaksty because it will not be lore-friendly for the game, since the power gap between a Power 20 and a Deepwoken is just massive. Now this layer is speculated to be a huge cave with fire and lava absolutely everywhere. The palace or garden will probably be an endpoint, and the boss might be in there. The end goal and rewards for beating the third layer should be different from Kiersian medallions, or else the game would be repetitive and boring. Maybe we can have a new system of rewards and gaining power. I would like to see another change in the game, where we could go over our level cap and uncap it to power 30. Lastly, the way to enter this layer should either be from the first layer, which would be done from Claris, or after beating the second floor in layer 2, you could possibly jump into the black hole in the middle of the Scion arena. I heard from someone that Pleaksty was able to access the third layer without going down into the second, but that has not been proven yet. It would be extremely convenient if it were like that, though. Now, what do you guys think this layer will be like? Will we be able to possibly get stronger and earn awesome loot and rewards? If you wish to interact with me or ask me any questions, join my Discord server. Also, subscribe to my second YouTube channel or follow my TikTok page for more content.